Good evening, chat. Today, we'll be eating what some would consider boy dinner: 2 hamburger patties, some pretzels, and a protein shake. Discussing antidepressants and anti-anxiety medication. So, myself, I used to tell people, like, if you're getting on a medication, tell me, because I'll let you know everything about it. I was literally like a psychiatrist because I've done so much research into this stuff. And I've been on quite a few antidepressants, anti-anxiety medications. Of course, not now, as many of you can probably tell. But, so I was on Lexapro, Wellbutrin, I just forget the name. Abilify. And I tried like Prozac, I think. That was brief, but I was on Lexapro the longest, which is like the most commonly prescribed one. And I'll cut to the chase. If you're depressed, don't do it. Don't get on. Being on antidepressants is akin to having a habit as a vice. Eating excessively McDonald's when you feel sad. To playing video games when you feel sad. It's really the same, and it's just escaping. And what happens when you escape? Well, you don't learn. That's the problem with it. Is that you don't suffer what you need to suffer to get better. If you're an atheist and you don't believe that the point of mankind's life is to evolve, like I don't know what you're doing. So it's like, what even is your life then? But I believe that's the same thing with Christians too. And so why would you openly accept something that's going to take you off track from evolving and just make you more or less complacent when you shouldn't be, is the thing. Because I know I've spoken on this many times, but I don't really believe in genetics with things like depression and anxiety and stuff like that. I think it's like, I somewhat believe in it, but not really. Like, I think that families could pass it down, but I think it's through like teaching and like other stuff like that. Okay guys, when we're talking about bipolar, schizophrenia, just those two, that's a different story, okay? Like, it's very hard to make an argument that those are not genetic, but things like depression and anxiety, I think it's like a style of teaching and family life that really moves it. Anyways, as you've probably heard me talk about in the evolutionary psychology video, I think that the rate that we see depression today compared to 40, 50 years ago is the best evidence you could ever need that 90% of depressed people aren't depressed because of their genetics. And I was told I was depressed because of my genetics, because my grandma was depressed, my aunt was depressed, and then anxiety runs on my dad's side, right? Like my dad, his brother, right? Like, they told me all that, and I'm like, oh wow. But no, it's like, I think it really is the result of parenting styles and just like the way that your brain works. But I don't think that the way that your brain works means that you'll be anxious. What it means is the way that your brain works doesn't work well with the stupid life that they put you in today. But taking antidepressants is accepting complacency, and it is accepting I can't fix this on my own. And here's the thing. Why would you mess up your hormones? Why would you mess up your future when you could just work? When you could just work harder? And yeah, I know you're going to be mad. And I would probably be mad hearing that too, like a few years ago. But that's the truth. Because here's the thing, guys. I tried everything I could imagine. Not everything, but pretty much everything I could imagine to improve my mental health. And not just that, like, I would be doing stuff from, like, high levels of psych research to help myself. So much analysis. So many different things I tried. Okay, I'll try art therapy analysis. We're going to try learning to analyze the unconscious. We're going to try looking for triggers and stuff like that. Maybe piece some stuff together. Now we're going to journal. Now we're going to spend more time outside. No, now we'll try this and this and this. Billion things. To the point where I kind of gave up hope. But to be fair, I tried a lot of those while I was on antidepressants, so it wouldn't really work anyways. And I lost hope, but then I would write and complain about how much I hated my life and stuff. And then sometimes I'd end it with like, but I'm sitting here complaining when I could be trying other things. You know? And like all these exercises, all this stuff. I kept trying it. And eventually I hit it, bro. And I was like, yo, what the fuck? And then it was like chill, and then life was good, you know? And I enjoyed myself. Yeah, but I don't think I've mentioned this yet. The reason that I thought of this stuff was because I saw the video on Instagram. And it was the girl, and she's like, I just think it's so cruel there's not a fast-acting antidepressant. And you look at her, she doesn't look healthy. She looks like a social deviant. But then she turns to antidepressants. You know, and they programmed it. This is what you should do when you feel depressed. You need to go to this. When you feel depressed for over a month, you need to go and take medication, guys. It's the best solution. Bruh. I mean, your mind is an organ. So if I drink all the time, and I say, oh no, my liver's being bad. My liver's gonna get ruined. And I go to the doctor and I say, give me medication so that I could keep drinking. And then my liver won't be as bad. It's kind of like that, you know? You're just kind of putting it off. And I think this loss of hope is the worst thing you could ever have in your life. I think I made a video about how hope is like the number one thing you need. Like that's like the biggest thing you need in your life ever. Yeah, I think I did. I think I talked about that in one of my videos. But it's true. Oh, it was the self-hatred video. Self-hatred is the biggest conductor to failure. But yeah, hope is all you need. And taking antidepressants means that you've given up hope. Because you don't think you could do it on your own, and you'd rather mess up a bunch of stuff. And also, not to mention, the fact that every SSRI messes with your libido is definitely meaning that you're destroying your hormones. You're just destroying them. You know? But you don't learn problem-solving skills either. You know? If you take antidepressants, you just don't learn them. Like, it's so akin to abusing a drug. It's so akin to smoking weed every day. It is. Like, it's literally the same. But then there's people that are on antidepressants that will be like, you smoke weed. Like, who the fuck are you to talk? Who are you to talk? Yeah, literally, before you get on antidepressants, look at how society lived before, 100 years ago, 200 years ago, 300 years ago. And mirror it. And then tell me you're still depressed. Tell me if you tried for over 2 weeks. Tell me you're still depressed. Try it. Like, Because it's not gonna happen. Would you rather drive to the pharmacy every month and go pick up your Prozac? You have to convert. I've said this in so many videos. You have to convert it to anger. Because then it becomes energy, bro. And then energy you build the fucking castle. You build the castle with the energy. You do. And it's like, and it's beautiful and it's amazing. But, like if depression is sloth on antidepressants, it's horrible. Dude, because I used to be on I used to take 4 medications, bro. 4 medications. I'd be taking Accutane for my acne, which makes some people depressed. And then I'd be rocking Lexapro 20 milligrams. That's the maximum dose, bro. That's the maximum dose. And then I'd be rocking, fuck, I said it earlier. 5 milligrams of Abilify, which is like an antipsychotic. And I take Adderall. And I'd come home at night and I'm still so fucking depressed with all this shit that's supposed to make me happy. And it's like, bruh, like what the fuck? And yeah, I could have kept stacking more and more and more and more. And then maybe I wouldn't be depressed, but I literally would have no existence. There would be nothing left. And I'd still be depressed, but I wouldn't be as depressed. And I'd be like, oh yeah, it's okay. But it really just took my will away. Like, you need the anger. You really need the anger. That's how you get somewhere, bro. That's how you get somewhere. Truly. Yeah, shorter video. I'm gonna eat in a minute. Because I keep taking big ass bites and I have to like chew for 10 seconds. Anyways. If you're not finding God, and I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, like, Christianity's the only way, but like, if you're not trying to find the God that exists, because, oh well, I'm agnostic. What the fuck is agnosticism, bro? Like, what is that? Yeah, well, like, I don't know. Like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. No. If you're depressed and you're not a Christian, well, if you are a Christian, you're depressed, you're not a Christian. Not like that. I don't mean to be like that, guys. Sorry. It's not that you're not, but you need to reconnect with God. Which I guess being disconnected from God is being not a Christian. But if you're not a Christian, you're depressed, go look for God, bro. Because, like, if 80% of the world is like, yeah, there's something out there, and you be depressed, like, you should go look, bro. They be happy, and go find it. And I'm not saying that you have to go to Christianity. I'm not saying all paths lead to heaven though either. I'm just saying, guys. But I'm not saying you have to go to Christianity, but like, look. Like, this is what I'm saying. You have to look at other people's lives. You have to stop differentiating yourself. You have to, bro. And I've said this in so many videos. You need to go talk to someone who's so fucked up. You need to go talk to someone who's like, yeah, so my dad killed my mom in front of me and then he killed himself. Like, you need to talk to someone that has that level of trauma. Or like someone that got like sexually abused, some fuck shit. That's like happy. That's like weirdly fine with their life. And you have to talk to them and get close to them and adopt their mindsets. And it's like, well, I don't have a friend like that. You probably do. You probably do. But here's the difference, bro. This dude, this stuff, he's so beyond it that he's not even bringing it up to you. Because he didn't sit there every night. Think about how sorry he feels for himself. He didn't sit there all the time and fixate on it. He just grew. You just kept evolving, bro. And that's the difference that you'll find. Because there are people out there, and it's easiest with older people, because they lived in a world that would be like, yeah, you have to keep evolving. This world would be like, no, we're going to slow things down for you. I'm sorry that you got this going on. You know? The world keeps spinning, bro. As fucked as it is, the world's going to keep spinning. You know, and maybe they'll kind of slow things down for you. Maybe your job will be like, well, it's fine, like, you're going through a lot. They'll let you make excuses and stuff, but at some point, you gotta pick yourself up. The longer you're on antidepressants, the longer it'll be till you pick yourself up. Because something is wrong. Something's wrong. And you have to fix it. Not just run. And if you're a Christian, God did not punish Adam till he ran and hid. Said, no, it was my wife. Then he was punished. I think it would have been a different story if he took accountability. I really do. Bro, I think it's so stupid that I'll be like, oh, if you're a Christian. Because you can just apply it, bro. You could just apply it. Like, it's not that fucking hard. I gotta stop cursing so much. I'm just very energized right now. Like, there's like a... You know? It's so funny. I was talking to this girl yesterday at the gym, and she's like, talking about Adderall, and I'm like, yeah, I don't be taking Adderall anymore, blah, blah. And she's like, are you on Adderall right now? Fucking talky, like, boom, boom, boom. So that's how I talk all the time. And there's this one part where I don't even remember what we were talking about. I'm talking for like 10 minutes. And then she's like, that was a really long tangent. I'm like, I'm sorry, bro. But that's just how I be. That's just how I be. Yeah, and I just think like this whole fucking, this culture of I have this disorder, and this is gonna be me for the rest of my life, is the most evil thing they've ever sold you to. Well, no, that's not true, actually. The most evil thing that they ever sold you to was the belief that sex is just rubbing. And that man's seed doesn't mean anything. That's the most evil thing. Vaginas are portals. What? Yeah, but that's it, guys. Stop the medications. Go live a normal life in the sun. The world is a beautiful place, and I am no longer afraid to die. You have to keep working until you can say that. And I had that written in the start of my journal when I was hella depressed. I had like catchphrases. It was like, keep working till you can look at the sunrise in the most beautiful place in nature and say, the world is a beautiful place, and I am no longer afraid to die. Like, I get it, it's hard. I understand. Right? Like, no, I know I talked about this in another video. When I opened my journal from 2 years ago and looked at the shit I was saying, I was horrified. Like, I forgot I was that bad. That's how bad it was. Like, I've said this in other videos. Literally suicidal every day. Every single day. I remember I had an entry, and it's like, this was like maybe a year and a half ago. It's like, today I did not have a suicidal thought. This is a very good improvement. Like, so don't think I don't get it. Right? I understand the obsession of self-hatred and shit. Cut out the sad music, bro. That's the biggest fucking thing. Stop it. Just stop listening to sad music. You need to foster connection to normal, not depressed people. You have to. I realized that one day I'm like, yo, these people are keeping me down, bro. This is just negativity. Like, you absorb the energies. People don't understand that. Like, those around you are who you will be is the truest thing ever. And you have to be around people who aren't depressed. People don't even really believe in that stuff. How am I going to be depressed if I don't believe in it? How is that going to happen? Thumbnail right there. Appreciate the view. Let me know any thoughts, bro. I better not get canceled. I'll be thinking about that. I was thinking about that at the gym today. Because sometimes I'll say that things are gay. Which is stupid. That I can get in trouble for that. It's just a common analogy. Yo, that's gay, bro. Bro, taxes are so gay. Yeah, but like, it's not like that, bro. It's not like that. Like, because I use this analogy, which everyone that's ever been exposed to the outdoors knows that doesn't mean I hate gay people. Like, I mean, I get it. Like, that's like the literal meaning. But we changed the meaning. So, yeah, but I don't mean it like that, guys. Truly, when I say to you, like, that I'm a Christian, that I don't hate gay people, I mean that. Because who am I to judge, bro? That's the truth. Who am I to judge? You know? I'm not perfect, so I'm not gonna be like, it's evil that you're gay. I will say that pride flags are a work, well, at churches, I mean, pride flags at churches are a work of demons. Which is the truth. Pride is a sin. And the worst part is that their pride, like, when you're at a church and you're hanging a pride flag, what does that mean? Well, what is the pride flag? Gay pride is what it means. Pride of being a homosexual. So that's like the equivalent of hanging up a flag of pride of alcoholism. You're proud that you're a sinner. That you're identifying yourself as, this is my sin. This is my identity. That's so evil, bro. That's like horrible stuff, but yeah, I mean, it's the same thing as pride of any other sin, guys. Like I said just now. Okay, so don't come at me. You know? But yeah, nothing against gay people. Peace. And I know a lot of people struggle to hear this message that I'm talking about today. A lot of people are going to be like, me, that are on antidepressants, but I tell the truth. I do. If you get off, you're going to suffer. Those withdrawals, fuck, man. Those withdrawals are unreal. Unreal, the way that you feel. Especially because you don't know how to cope. That's like the worst part, is that you've been pulled out of your suffering so many times. And so now you have to deal with the fact that there's chemicals that are withdrawing from your body. And you don't know how to cope because you haven't had to suffer like your brain has been meaning to have you do for the past however long. So yeah, it's horrible. But you just gotta deal with it, bro. Suffering builds character. I'm sorry, that's the truth. And yo, like, people are like, well, what if I kill myself? What if it's too much? Don't let it happen. Don't make the choice. Don't. Like, I'm sorry. It's such a bad take. But like, I had to deal with that shit for so long. I had to deal with that shit for 3 years, every fucking day. Every opportunity. Yo, there's a train coming. Let's jump. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, that's a high place? What are you talking about? You know, you have to do that. And just don't be weak. Just don't be weak. And you'll breed a strong ass character. The first stage of alchemy is the negrido. Look at my video on it. If you want to learn about becoming better through your depression. But what is the first stage of achieving the philosopher's stone? Of achieving the highest levels of individuation, creativity, power. Jeremy Fragrance, love that guy. What is it? Suffering. You have to suffer so fucking bad. That's what it is, bro. The negrito means the blackening. It's like you're getting burned. That's like what it is. And yeah, you have to. Alright, peace.